there! You're at Laval University in front of Colosse, a former particle accelerator transformed into a supercomputer by researcher Marc Parizeau and his doctoral student. Initially a CPU cluster, it was joined by a GPU cluster named Helios in 2014. A very clever cooling system was designed to take advantage of the cylindrical structure. Fans located at the very bottom push the air through copper coils containing cold water. The cold air returns upward and is forced through the components of the supercomputer. The air becomes hot again and begins the cycle again, being sucked in by the fans. The cooling method originally planned for winter was what is known as free cooling, or letting the heat dissipate into the outside air. However, the idea was dropped when they realized they could lower CO2 emissions by reusing the hot water inside the campus. Now let's move inside the supercomputer. If you look down, you can see the great flooring that allows air to circulate. On the sides and behind you, you can see windows and a wall that divides the warm zone we are in and the cold zone which is on the other side. This division forces air to pass through the components in front of us and then be sucked down by the fans. The water used for cooling enters the system at a temperature of 5 degrees Celsius and leaves at a temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius. In the silo, the components differ depending on which floor you're on. Here we're in Colosse, a cluster of CPUs connected to hard drives. Here's an example of what is called a blade, which is made up of two nodes. A node is like a powerful computer containing more than one core. Computers containing multiple cores are common these days, but in a supercomputer, each node can work together with other nodes. So it's a bit like having hundreds of computers at our disposal to do the same job. However, our home computers communicate with each other in a slow manner using, for example, Ethernet connections and wireless connections. In a supercomputer, specialized cables such as those shown in green allow extremely fast communication between components and limit latency in data processing. As you might imagine, a machine of this size makes a lot of noise. In a few seconds, you will have an idea of the noise that is created in the supercomputer. Now's the time to lower the volume or take off your headphones if you have sensitive ears. Yep, you've guessed it. If you need to talk to someone in the silo, you'll have to shout. In addition, workers must wear earmuffs. And finally, to your left, you see a decorative mural that was painted by a data center artist. This mural represents a map of the world reprojected to represent the movements of human population since its very beginnings in Africa. This concludes our virtual tour of Colosse, the supercomputer at Laval University. For more information on the team and on our current and upcoming projects, see the links in the description.